I'm a project manager, so I've worked in IT situations, business project management.
I'm a computer scientist, so I'm not a practical person. I can make computers, but I can't fix my own roof. I think during the winter we had various drips coming through, the whole situation, pots and pans, various rooms. You get this kind of syncopated rat-tat-tat of rainwater coming through. So, I've been up on the roof plastering this kind of rubber sealant on the roof just to hold it back, but we knew that wasn't a long-term solution.
We only moved in last year, so we knew we needed a new roof, because you can tell by looking at it that it needs a new roof. We were just hoping that we could do it in the spring because we had other work to do, but unfortunately it started leaking earlier this year when we had the heavy rains in spring. The first drips we had, Steve was at work and it suddenly came streaming through in our breakfast room. Steve managed to repair that one, and then we were fine for about 4 months. And then one evening we just went to see the cricket one evening, and we came back a little bit worse for wear, and the ceiling had caved in the kitchen completely.
The house is on a hill, so we can see the roof from here, so we knew what condition it was in. We knew that at some point we would have to have a new roof fitted, so it's not been a huge shock.
Well, first of all, I did some research on types of roof. So we looked at fibreglass roofing, we looked at the felt roofing, which we've already got, we looked at EPDM, and we looked at single-ply. So once we decided we probably were going to go for single-ply, we did a search, looked at the top companies that came up, and Proactive came up. So looked at all the information. There's a huge amount of information on the Proactive site. Looked at the information there, then we compared that with what other people were showing us, and then we invited Proactive and another 3 companies to come and talk to us about it, and eventually come back with quotes, or in one case they didn't bother to come back with a quote. So yeah,
although on the back of the envelope quotes we had from other companies, you think, what confidence do you have in those companies really, when they don't even really measure out the roof area properly? They just kind of look at it and kind of come up with a guesstimate. Well, some companies we felt like we were getting kind of the full salesman works, so, and I'd rather have good information rather than a salesman come in and trying to do a number on us. So yeah, Proactive came in, gave us good information, gave us good expectations about the cost of the solution as well. Proactive said it's not going to be the cheapest quote, but it'll be competitive.
We worked out that what was most important to us, and most important to us, was building a relationship with a builder of trust, and we felt that Proactive gave us that. It was important that, I'm sure Steve will verify, that I phoned him quite a few times with lots of techie questions, and he was able to answer them. And I phoned some of the other suppliers with exactly the same questions, and they couldn't answer it off the cuff.
Well, we chose single-ply partly because of the longevity of the solution. That we had it's a guaranteed life, I think, of 25 years or something like that. So felt roofing doesn't offer anything like that at lifetime. So that gives us a lot of confidence. For the time we hope to live here, we don't want to have another roof put in, certainly.
Well, also I decided in terms of insulation we wanted a warm roof. So that was, it seemed to work well with the warm roof situation. And also looking at some of the other solutions, for instance, our roof's quite big. It's a big flat roof. I didn't fancy fibreglass. It feels like it wouldn't work for us. It just wouldn't work for us. EPDM, I went against because I heard it doesn't necessarily cope well in the really hot weather, and there could be problems. So in the end, single-ply just seemed the best thing. I read lots of technical stuff. It just seemed to come out best. When we decided to go with Proactive, we'd made the decision because we were sure of what we wanted, and so that felt right. And even though Steve's dad is a real warrior and he's an engineer, and he came back to us going, what if, we were able to feel really confident and say, no, it's all right, we feel comfortable about it. So that was great for us.
yes, we're happy with the end result, and on a day like this we're kind of looking forward to the rain. Before it used to really hammer and drum on the ceiling, so we're kind of looking to see, you know, how does I'm sure we're not going to get any rain coming the next time we get a huge downfall.
It feels much cosier now. It also feels acoustically, I'm a musician, it feels acoustically better. I know that sounds really weird, but it does. It's got a really nice, solid feel to the house now. Yeah, very happy, very happy. I always felt that I could contact Stephen, and Stephen always got back to me same day if there were any issues. And the site guys were amazing. They told us at every step of the way what they were doing next, so we knew what to expect. And
I think there was a good two-way dialogue as well. We felt comfortable that we could point things out when we weren't kind of happy with the way things looked. We could say, oh, that looks a bit weird, and Proactive will come back with a solution, and really all the problems were fixed.
It got done nearly a week faster than the estimate, so really pleased about that. That involved the guys doing some longer days, but they asked us if that was okay because the weather was so good, and we said yes, go for it, as long as you've got safety lighting. They had safety lighting. They stayed up till 8 o'clock at night finishing it for us.
Yeah, I would certainly recommend the single-ply solution for a flat roof. I'm really pleased with the single-ply as a solution. I'm glad we didn't go for the felting solution.
It wasn't the cheapest quote, but the people that came in cheaper were compromising on things that we weren't prepared to compromise on. For instance, safety.
And you've got to think, if people compromise on safety, what else are they going to compromise on? So
yeah, and also the other person who came in cheaper, they were very experienced roofers, but I didn't have the feeling they were that experienced on single ply, because they kept trying to recommend us to go for a felt solution. So in the end I said, well, quote us for a felt solution, and that only came in not much cheaper than Proactive's quote for single ply. So we definitely got value for money. Yeah.
And it's going to last a long time. Probably outlast us, I hope.